Hey, it's Pete with Crunch Time Coaching. Today we've got a really cool video for you. I just got back from the Western Open and I was watching Federer. He's got a new return. I'm calling it the Kamikaze because he literally just runs in like a kamikaze, surprises opponents, and it was super effective for him. He only did it a handful of times a match, but he's very selective when he did it, and it didn't necessarily have to win the point to have an impact on what the opponent was thinking as they're going up for that second serve. So I'm going to show you what he was doing, and then I'm going to come back and tell you the ways you can start to implement in your game and when are the best times in a match to start running these plays. So watch this crazy return Federer was doing. Okay guys, so I'm going to go back, I'm going to return some serves, and I really think this can be effective for you because Federer is doing this off people who can serve literally 110, 120 mile an hour second serve. He's still running in, but a lot of us play people, even some 3-5, 4-0 players, they still have that hammer grip. So they'll hit a big first serve, a really weak second serve, and you can run this play. Now, one thing he does, a little interesting, is he starts all the way back here at the baseline, and then he charges in as the toss goes up, and he'll split step right before impact. So this is what it looks like. So here he is, he's back here. Now when the toss goes up, he starts charging, he split steps right here, takes the ball right off the bounce. I left your camera there, and he comes into the net, which we'll show that one more time. Toss goes up, starts charging in, split step right before the hit, literally taking that right off the service line, which you rarely ever see. All the commentators are talking about it. And so let's talk about some keys. I'm going to show you from the back, but before I show you from the back, let's talk about some keys. First of all, your split step timing has to be right on. Right before they're getting ready to hit, that's when you got a split step. Otherwise, you're just going to run through it, be completely off balance. You have to have a short backswing. I saw Fed do both. He came over him, and he also sometimes chipped him, but he mostly actually was coming over him a bit. He didn't need to do much of a swing because he's so close, that ball is going to be on the opponent in no time. And remember, it's not necessarily important if you win or lose this point. It's getting the head of the opponents. Let's show it from the back. Okay, so let's analyze the timing of how you move here. I'm trying the best I can with my eyes to move as soon as I see the ball coming out of the hand. So you can see that the ball right here is starting to, and you can see my little movement starting to happen. So as that ball is going up, I'm starting to run forward, and then right as he's getting ready to hit, then I'm going to kind of go into a leap. Right? I'm going into a leap right there. I'm getting ready to go into my split step. He hits, and then I land the split step, and now I can see the ball, and I move through the shot. Again, split step right as he's getting ready to hit. So you can see right there I'm split stepping, he's hitting, and then we put that ball away. So ideally, that's how we want the Fed Kamikaze play to work. Alright guys, so let's talk about how you can start to implement this play in your matches. The first thing to do is go out and practice it. Federer said he started running this play actually as a joke, that he thought it was fun, he was kind of having fun with it, but then he started to notice in practice it was actually quite effective. So once you get comfortable with it in practice, then you can start to think about using it in matches. He first used it against a player he knew he was going to beat, and in the first round, and he actually ran it quite often. Then the next match he did, he didn't use it for a whole set and a half because he's playing somebody a little better, Feliciano Lopez, who could beat him. It was quite a competitive match. But once Fed got a little bit of a lead towards the end of the match, he started to run it. Then the next match, he used it against Murray, but he actually used it, then he started to use it on big points. So he slowly started implementing this play into his matches, and then really it was all about paying off against players who have seen him a bunch of times, and all of a sudden he had a little new wrinkle, so he had a little bit of an edge. And so even if people were to pass him, they started to think, what was that? And then the next time they'd go to throw up the toss, you can bet they're thinking, is he going to stay back? Is he going to charge in? What is he going to do? And then of course he used it, a key point in the tiebreaker against Djokovic, and ended up winning that point. So it's a great play, can work in singles or doubles. And remember, it's going to be a lot easier for us. Even though Federer's such a talent, and that's why he can do it on the Pro Tour, we're playing people who have really weak second serves often. And so this is a great play to really get in their head. You're going to start seeing double faults come in, a lot of first shot passing shots missing. Even if they pass you the first time, don't let that stop the tactic. All right, so this is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching. Don't forget to like the video if you like this video. Comment if you have any questions. Let me know if you've used this tactic. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, make sure to subscribe. So we'll see you on future videos. Take care and good luck with your tennis.